thing that we have claimed, so that's good. I need some more spy power. Okay, so we can go on Hajj. I mean, I like this. Minus 15% stability for the entire reign of our monarch. Get some piety, get some prestige. Man, there's wrecks our economy. That's okay. And this guy's worthless. Okay, we're going to core that. It's landlocked. This could bring in fur. Or I think most of these are going to be fur or naval supplies, with a small chance of gold and iron and a few other things. So it's all pretty much the same. That's what would make our map look best. I think I want this to be colored in. So we're going to go here and try to get a long border with it. Confucian Zelt's going to pop up, and Garen will crush them. Okay, we can get 2,000 more troops somewhere if we really want to. Not sure where we would want them. Let's take a look at what our next expiring cost of spell is. Okay, Ming and Russia. Let's see if they're even still allied to each other. No, they're not. Okay, Russia seems like they're going to be in bigger problems. So we're going to plan our invasion of them first. Okay, Starlight. The birth of an heir child draws nearer. Didn't realize we didn't have an heir. An astrologer has just completed his work. He proclaims that child born to a royal house on this day shall rule a mighty kingdom, and is about to continue when the feeble sound of the newborn's first scream is heard. A daughter, the midwife announces. You have a healthy, sturdy daughter, my sultan. We can name her Elizabeth. That sounds like a very appropriate Yar-can-do name. Catherine, or we can give her a traditional Uyghur name. We can name her Stars. But naming her Stars would reduce her diplo by 2, so no way we're going to do that. And Elizabeth, I like that, but yeah, we're going for a traditional Uyghur name. Markina, I like it. And our ulama wants something. Not sure what we want to give them. And we could give them one of these provinces. We don't need them for conversion. We might give it to them anyway because they need something. Okay, so now we're starting to piss off some people with this aggressive expansion. But I don't much care. And these are Sunni provinces, they're not very far from our cultural group, so I don't think we really need to worry about that unrest. I'm going to give this to the ulama, they'll make it even less likely to rise up. And we can invade Russia in September. That'll give us a little bit of time. Ouch. Well, that's what we're going to have to do. Now we can get some charters. Yeah, we'll have to take a lump. I don't much care. Okay, do we want siege ability or a general? We'll go ahead and get another general. We need to invade the Ming pretty soon. And he's pretty nice, I like him. Okay, the downside to these provinces is that Russia does have cores on them, so we won't be able to core them while at war with Russia. We should top off some relations. We could annex Persia, but I really do want to feed them. So let's keep an eye on Sind, see when we're going to have an opportunity. I really want to invade Iraq as well. So I think we could potentially call the Ottomans into a war, then attack Iraq, and bring in Sind, and beat them up, and make Persia a lot stronger. But the downside is we'd be fighting Russia, Iraq, and Sind at the same time, so we'd better do some troop counts here. Okay, so Sind has 21,000 troops. We really don't need to worry much about them. Iraq is 24,000. So we would need a sizable army in case they merged up together. Leagues are still there, and the Protestant side is growing stronger. Poland has joined. France has switched over to support this side. Lubeck is ahead. Which is strange, as Bohemia seems like they're still pretty powerful. So I guess we should keep an eye out for smaller wars that we can do while we're waiting for that stuff to core. It doesn't look like there's any good opportunities. Timurids are only a small neighbor. And we can't yet beat them up again. Okay, so the Ottomans are in the League War. Russia's in the League War. And that sounds like a great time to attack Russia. Just let them do a few fights, finish these cores, and then we will invade them. They haven't finished westernizing. I think we can justify pulling this army west for that little bit of punch that we could add. Yeah, let's do that. Split it in half to avoid attrition. And they're marching. See, this is what a Yar-can-do attitude can do for us. It's not great for our budget. I really don't want to do that right before we go to war with a heathen country whose territory we are going to take in respectable quantities. Okay, I like that quite a bit. Corruption's dropping, autonomy's dropping. That'll be very good for our country. We could already make 2,000 more troops. And we're getting our siege ability up. Once we finish this, then we're going to have stronger trade. And that's nice to have. Still waiting on our troops from the east. Novgorod is trying to beat up on Russia. I like that. I wish them luck. And I have Sunni zealots. That would be hilarious if Russia flipped to Sunni this game. But I think we're going to take too many of their Sunni provinces for that to be a realistic expectation. But they do have separatists. And those separatists are working on the fort. So we're just going to go in there and take over that process for them. Tell the separatists that they can go home. Let's see what Russia's got for an army. Do they have an army? Okay, they do have 21,000 men. They do have manpower and they're relying on mercs. So they'll be able to fight for a while. But my goal this war is to bankrupt them. Okay, Delhi is dragging us into war against Bengal and Sindh. So we're going to do it. And this army is going to move into the Sindhi territory that Persia needs. Yeah, well, this does solve the issue about when we're going to have to, pick a side and how we're going to get into India. Okay, these cores are almost done. I don't think we're going to worry too much about this one. We're just going to get the first one, declare war, and move in. This fort's about to fall, and I'd like to be the ones to take it or seize it pretty quickly thereafter. Yeah, we're going to do it. And we are going for Chelyaba. Trier won't help them, which is great. So we're going to send guys in here to stop that conversion. Our main goal is to capture this fort, get troops there before the garrison is much larger. And this is... oh, it's not a Persian core. That's odd. So we should check to see what Delhi wants. Delhi doesn't want anything out of here, but we do. Okay, why can't we claim this? Just Persia? Okay, so Persia has all that claimed. Okay, we wiped out those rebels pretty effortlessly. It's not that I wish the rebels ill will. I would love to see an independent Bashkiria here, but we simply want the fort, and that's our main concern. Okay, I do want this Timurid territory, and we've got a free diplomat, so we're going to fabricate on them. The question is, where should our next target be? I think Astrakhan. I want to get that before the Ottomans have any ambitions towards it. But everything east of the Volga, I really want to try getting this war. And we should start getting these troops into a larger group. Okay, come on. Persia. Okay, we got some rebels here. Can't let them be successful. So I think after this we're going to move over and start sieging out one of the forts. And leave the rest of the occupation to Persia for any land that they want to take. So we really need to get to their capital, so I think we're going to go to Kalat first and just sort of bounce our way down. We're going to raise some more taxes, make some money. This isn't the safest move. But if we lose 4,000 troops, we lose 4,000 troops. I'm just not going to micromanage any further than that. Okay, there's a lot of rebels popping up in Russia. Russia is still not fully westernized. I don't think their efforts... No, they haven't failed quite yet. They have Sunni zealots. They've captured a fort. They're still fighting the League War. They're still losing to Novgorod. And basically we're just waiting for the opportunity to hit one of their armies, like this one, and wipe it out, which will then set them back on all their other fronts. Get there? Not yet. So we're just going to fort hop. Ming is trying to recover by snatching up these provinces that they lost when they lost the Mandate of Heaven. And their 001 Empress is in power. She's 23 years old. Long may she reign. Korea, please stop asking. You are embarrassing yourselves at this point. And now we no longer have a truce with Ming. Really don't need this any longer. Okay, Russia did westernize. That's unfortunate. I did want them to fail. So we're going to send an insult for 5 power projection. Ooh, France is getting hurt. You rogues. Okay, Ceylon, and where are these guys going? They're probably going here to Kandahar, so we're going to hit them and then go for their capital. Now they're going further north now, so we're not going out of our way, we're just going straight for the capital. They're probably going to Kabul, and we just simply don't have troops up there. I'd love to kill these guys. Hopefully the Ottomans will send troops to it. Otherwise, that'll be our next stop. Hajj is over. Everyone loves us. Yeah, get down there. Deal with your business. It'd be interesting to see if Sind wants to be our friend after this. Not sure how much care one way or another. Okay, we converted that. That's great. We'll get a little bit more value out of that province. I don't think we really have any reason to buy down our war exhaustion or our inflation. We're doing well. We just need to take money from people, pay off our loans, and not drastically increase the size of our army until we've increased our tax base. And they dealt with their rebels, and now it is onward to more forts. We've captured Thada. And I don't really want to fight them here in the mountains. What? Can I justify doing it? Yeah, let's see how good their troops are. It'd be a good bit of information. Okay, so now we know what to expect fighting in unfavorable conditions against Indian nations. Yay, science. We have data. Or a datum. Hopefully you can't hear when I cough or something like that. Throat just gets dry when talking this much for this long. Yeah, it looks like by event one of these provinces... No, that was their capital. Wasn't it? Look for a second there, like one of those provinces flipped by event to Novgorod, but I think it was just a consequence of me having fog of war and not having a good sense of what was going on up there at the time. Don't like fighting your rebels, but I can't let these forts go back into your hands. Okay, let's deal with this. Ottomans have serious rebel problems. And now we have manpower problems. Okay, looks like Ming is winning. Korea's fighting Ming in defense of men. And, okay, Persia. I think we'll send one guy down there, because Sind can't remain in this war for too much longer at this rate. Free stability, I like it. Can't really justify it. Should chop off these relations a little.